Hello my dear companions, welcome back to Doki Doki Summertime. And now we see, when we start up the game again, we get the new menu. It looks awesome, The thing is though, I'm really sick. I don't know if you might hear it. I think so, because I'm kind of losing my voice. But I really want to continue this. I really want to enjoy part 2. So let's go with that, guys. So I will keep voice acting the characters, but as I said, I'm really stuffed in my nose and my throat is hurting a bit and I'm kind of losing my voice, but I will voice act the characters. But you have to deal with this episode at least, that they might sound a bit more buff, if you say so. Buff-suki, for example. But anyhow, let's deal with it. I hold the door open for the girls. By the way, hope you brought your favorite blanket and your favorite snacks and enjoy this episode with me. I hold the door open for the girls to enter the cafe. Sasoura is first, then Natsuki, then Monika following them. As she enters the doorway, Monika looks me in the eye. Wait, what did she say? What a gent. Okay. Look at that. How do I get back? There we go. Whoa! Sasoura suddenly stops in her tracks, blocking the way for the two other girls. Monika really likes us. I think it's really important to be a gentleman, you know? I try to do that myself. It's not about chivalry or anything, I just think it's nice to be polite and be a gentleman. This place is awesome! How did you find it, Monika? I will so lose my voice after this recording. I was just walking around and wanted a cup of coffee. This was the first cafe I saw and instantly fell in love with it.
No kidding, it's really fancy. If their goods are just as good, it's perfect fit for you.
You'll see. Come on, let's order something. I'm sure Sasoura is not going to get filled up with a view.
You know me too well.
The decorations and furniture are really top notch. We have been in this cafe before, I think. Weren't we here in Exit Music? The other mod we played. I think this was the cafe. I'm not sure, it might be a different one, I'm not sure. Anyhow, the decorations and furniture are really top notch, but that gives me the impression that this shop is... we approach a display filled with handcrafted cakes and other pastries, above which there is a big board with all the prices. It's pricey. My impression is confirmed. If my wallet was alive, it would scream in horror at the numbers in front of us. How does Monika afford? The cogs start turning in my head as I process the possibilities of Monika regularly visiting such an establishment. My voice, as I said, it might get darker and deeper as we go along, but you have to deal with it, you know. Salsa deep voice ASMR. Does she have a rich family? Does she work outside of school? Does she have that many soothers?
Those cupcakes are so...
Natsuki's eyes are fixated upon a pair of cupcakes that have animal faces drawn on them with icing.
So cute! Don't feel ashamed to say it, Natsuki. Yeah, they are pretty cute.
As the two girls are examining all the delicacies in the display, Monika is ordering the 3 drinks. And an Americano black. What are you getting for yourself? Monika? A black Americano with sugar. That's how I like it, sweet and dark. I guess that makes sense. I feel like there's a reference somewhere. Oh yeah. I decided to let it go because I've demoralized myself enough just by thinking about the price I have to pay. What should I get? What can I get? I remember one of them, the espresso, which is a shot of coffee. Not planning to take any shots today though. Are you together? I look at Monika with a confused smile frozen over my face. She responds with a similar puzzled look, without the smile. The four of us are together. We'll take a seat. Okay then. That was only 3, so are you getting something? I'm getting a black Americano too. And my wallet is getting gutted. I'm about to pay when the cashier reassures me that I can join the girls at the table. I assume I'll pay when we're done. Natsuki and Sayori are playing a Pinky Wars. Then there's Monika's, who's taking a picture of them. When she notices me looking at her screen, she gives me a sly look and puts her finger to her lips. Oh, she takes a photo in secret. I sit next to her and watch as the two warriors battle it out to the end. Oh, damn my voice.
I win! Row! Not fair. It was fair and square.
My voice.
Admit it. Just don't like losing.
Natsuki, nobody likes losing fights. You should know that. What? No need to rub it in.
Fine. Where's our coffee anyway?
Monika pokes me with her foot, slightly turns her head to motion towards the incoming waiter. He's already bringing our coffees, but Monika just stays silent and sweetly smiles at Natsuki and Sayori.
Hello? Where will we get the coffee?
Now? Just as Monika says that, the waiter arrives and looks straight at Monika. The usual, miss? Yes, please.
Cappuccino! Mine's the honey coffee.
The waiter wordlessly put down my coffee in front of me. He's just about to leave when Sayori perks up.
Where's my cookie?
Did you order something else as well? Sorry, I didn't know what you wanted. You two were browsing and I forgot to ask.
Can I have a cookie, please?
Fine. Monika turns to the waiter and forwards Sayori's order. Which flavor would you like?
I forgot. That's so you, Sayori.
Let me go and check the display again. Be right back. Sayori gets up from her seat and starts walking towards the display. After exactly 3 steps, she turns around and looks at me with her usual cheery smile.
Salazar, are chocolate chip cookies still your favorite?
You got that right. They are pretty good, chocolate chip cookies. That came out in a way more serious tone than I intended it to. Okay. Without a word, she marches over to the display. We can't see her from our table, but I can imagine her animated expression as she leans in to browse the selection. Why did she ask me about the cookie anyway? Does she want to share it with me? So, Monika?
Yes?
What do you do for fun?
Lots of things.
As you already know, I'm the president of a club. That's a handful. I've always also started playing the piano. Oh. You remember from the main... Oh my god, I love this mod. Damn. They're bringing so much nostalgia from the main game. Learning it, that is. I'm still taking lessons. I like to go running on a regular basis. Lastly, but most importantly, I read books. Bet you didn't expect that from the president of the literature club. Should have seen that one coming. How about you, Salsa? What do you do in your free time? Well, you know, guy things. What is that? Oh, that sly look though. Like what? Monika smiles at me sweetly, but with a piercing gaze that's real ready to call out my bullshit at a moment's notice. Baseless statements, that is. If the prize got the cogs turning in my head, then this one question grinds my gears full force. Crap, what do I say here? Monika is the exact opposite of me. She's always productive while I just kind of waste away my time. Well, I like to work out at the gym, actually. What am I saying? I don't work out. Still, maybe I can make this work. Really? Which one? Oh, she's calling our bullshit! I don't remember the name of the gym because I just recently started visiting it. It is in a nice area. Used to do it my workout sessions at home. Yeah. So what kind of things do you normally do? Yes, the basics really. Push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, lift-ups, you know, all the ups. Lift-ups? Yeah, lift-ups. It's when you lift yourself up. So, a sit-up. No, it's different. It's not that easy to explain, really. I see. Why don't you show it to us then? Here, in the cafe? Natsuki is just sitting there, enjoying the conversation, damn. Yeah. Don't you know the secret to work out is to do your exercises whenever you can? Yeah, I guess so. How about we do it outside? Do what? Do what now? Just as she says that, I spot Sayori returning with 2 small plates in her hand.
Elsa, I brought you something.
Sayori puts down the plate in front of me with a tiny slice of chocolate cake. Oh, that's nice of her. Did she ask me about the chocolate chip cookies? Yeah. Sayori, is this a cookie?
Easy question. It's a piece of cake, Salsar.
Put both of my hands on the table and look around with the most serious poker face I can force. There's a silence as I'm looking down at the sweet gift from Sayori. I let out a played-up sigh and intensely focus on the plate with the cake. Here it comes. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Monika is the first one to laugh and soon the others follow. I join them with a soft chuckle. It seems like my attempt at humor was worth the risk. This chocolate cake actually tastes amazing. I try to take it slowly to savor the taste. Meanwhile, Sayori is gobbling it down like she's in an eating competition. I listen to the girls chatting for a few minutes before I check the time. I really have to go now, otherwise I won't get there. Hey, sorry for interrupting, I just wanted to say goodbye before I go.
That's nice of you, Salsa. Will you come back after you're done?
She'd like me to come back. That's really tempting, but I would feel like a fool coming back with a big heavy box and not even buying anything. I would, but I kinda have some other obligations for today. I actually do, although it's not something I couldn't skip out on. It's just a practice with my team in a competitive online game. Gotta get those practices in. I promised my team that I would practice today. Don't want to let them slack off. Your team? Are you the leader of the group? I guess so. Like guild leader?
That's so cool.
Wasn't really nominated or anything, it's just how things turn out. Impressive? I wouldn't say having the carry role or messaging people all the time to come and play is all that impressive. Unfortunately, I don't have time to explain all the details. Oh no, damn, I remember something, I forgot to start my timer. I know I have no idea how long I recorded for. Anyhow, on your way out, would you pay for our drinks as well? Like a gentleman? Oh. Crap, I almost forgot about that. I can barely afford to pay for my own coffee, much less for everyone else. Maybe another time, Monika. Well then, I'll see you another time, Salsa. Oh, she's so flirty.
Bye-bye, Salazar.
See you later. Monika Sayori sweetly smiles at me, and Natsuki waves her hand as I leave them behind in a hurry. The coffee didn't cost us a fortune, but spending so much on it doesn't feel like a good investment. I just drink it and that's it. What else do I get out of it? It's not like a game that stays in my collection. True. I mean, people get so angry sometimes on gamers when they buy like figurines or games or something like that. But just remember, sometimes you spend a lot of money when you go out on like when partying or having like going to a cafe like this. It costs a lot. So buying a game and being a gamer and having that kind of culture when you buy those kind of things, it's not that different, and you don't spend that much money compared to other things. So yeah. Luckily, I arrived at the shop in time. I get what Mama asked for and go straight home. It was kinda heavy, but its shape made it awfully tedious to carry on public transport. On my way home, my thoughts are filled with today's events. It feels like I made the right choice by joining the girls. It all went surprisingly well. In fact, better than any interaction I had with girls in school. Seeing how friendly they were to me, I think I made a good impression on all of them. Maybe I'll be able to get to know them even more in the future. Sayori? The son of Bunshine I grew up with. Natsuki, who looks as cute as her cupcakes. Yuri, who's got a handful of interesting personality traits. Still, my thoughts are occupied with Monika. Not that I have a chance, but miracles can happen, right? Daydreaming aside, I have to make up my mind whenever I'm actually willing to start working out. Tuesday. Okay, cool. And I will try to make this around an hour. As I said, I have no idea how long I've recorded for, really. Well, let's actually check that. See you soon. Okay, so now I know kinda how long I've recorded for. Okay, it's a brand new day. Not really, it's Tuesday, but it can still be a good one. After stretching a bit, I look out my window and reminisce over the movie I watched yesterday. I wouldn't say it was funny or cool, but rather something different. It was a war movie, but the story wasn't as focused on the shooting and big explosions as the ones I usually watch. Luckily for me, it didn't focus on romantic stuff either. I can usually recall 2 scenes that would fit that description, and they weren't very long. As I understood it, the plot centered around a guy around my age, and most of it happened just before his country entered a war. The protagonist himself was kind of funny, but not in a comedic way, with the occasional banter or snarky remark. Unlike some other stories I heard of, he didn't join the army because of his girlfriend or whatever. He actually wanted to prove to his father, his community, and a girl who he felt unrequited a love for, that he's no longer the little troublemaker he was known as. The ending scene was kinda annoying, but exciting at the same time. He just received a letter from the girl he loved, inquiring about his fate, when his group spotted the enemy approaching their camp. With the handwritten letter in his breast pocket and his newly found friends by his side, they prepared for the defense. Then, right before the battle began, the movie was over. That's a shitty ending. It kind of makes me wish for a sequel, but at the same time the story filled me with a feeling of ambition? Yeah, I felt ambitious. It's either the fact that I had a good night's sleep or some of that ambition is still lingering from yesterday. Whatever it is, I feel more motivated to do something new than on most days. As I was going to the kitchen, I go to say goodbye to Mom in person for a change. She was just about to leave. Seeing her go to work kind of made me feel bad about staying home with literally nothing planned for my entire day. Let's go on a date, you know? We're gonna go on a date. I hope so too. This thought kept me company as I had my morning coffee in front of the house. A light breeze aided me in cooling my hot drink. While enjoying the sweet, milky taste, I tried to come up with possible activities for today. Call Monika. The mug was half empty or half full when I saw a person running past our house in what appeared to be... It's Monika, right? She likes to run, if I remember. Not being an athletic person, I quickly dismisses the idea of doing the same. Or maybe it was another one. However, what I said to Monika in an attempt to save face might be a thing I could actually try. I helped Dad and some friends with moving in the past. It wasn't that bad even if I got a little sweaty. I'm guessing a gym membership doesn't come cheap with all the expensive equipment they provide, but thinking about it makes me curious. How much is it actually? Going back to my room, I search for local gyms and click on the first one that the search engine gave me. Looks really slick and professional with photos, short to the point descriptions and whatnot. The thing that's really grabbed my attention is a red headline saying that they have a month tryout period, but the offer expires this week. This is exactly what I was looking for. If I change my mind, which is very likely, I can just get a refund and maybe buy a video game instead. That's how you do it. What a coincidence that this website was the first one to pop up on my screen. Is it really a coincidence? I mean, we have seen kinda hints about it so far. Maybe Monika is kinda self-aware, you know. He kinda maybe did this? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much of that self-awareness from the main game is in this mod. Maybe it's not like even a part of this mod, but so many hints so far, so many hints. I was spending almost all of my remaining allowance on their membership fee. I embark on my journey to this foreign place. Standing in front of the gym, I feel hesitant to enter. There's an automated sliding door, a huge well-lit logo on the wall, and a colorful information board neatly placed next to the entrance. Heck, even a little reception from what I can see from the outside. I'm not trying to think myself out of it, but the whole building looks like a place you have to earn your way into. Otherwise you'll get crushed like a low-level player who's tried to solo a boss monster. I've been milling around for a minute or two now, looking for my reflection in the eye. I take a deep breath. Here goes nothing. I'm pretty sure Monika will be here. I spent at least an hour at the gym. Although the statement is true, what I actually did during that time wasn't amazing at all. I tried to do some weightlifting with different kinds of equipment, but I must have been really bad at it because the coach came up to me and to ask if I was doing okay. I confess to being a complete newbie to this whole thing, and I'm really just improvising. I have pretty much never been to a gym. Me personally, I have never really been to a gym. I'm not really a kind of gym guy. I mean, I like to train, but I do that outside and at home, and I like to go swimming, by the way, but not really a gym guy. But anyhow, then this coach said that they usually only help premium customers, but I can get a little sample of their services. Maybe it's only because I barely know anything, but what I've been told in those few minutes was very helpful. After I tried out everything that seemed interesting, I went to take a nice hot shower. Used some deodorant too, just in case I got sweaty without me noticing. Of course he got sweaty. I step out onto the street and take a deep breath before I look around in hopes of getting an idea of what to do next. There's a girl approaching from a distance. Her confident stride catches my eye and holds my attention for a few seconds. Those few seconds were just enough time for her to get close enough for us to recognize each other. Monika? It's Monika. How comes she's walking around this area? That's a stupid question. She has a lot going on in her life, so of course she's on the go. Without consciously making the decision, I wait for her. She waves at me and shoots me a genuine smile, like she's actually glad to see me. I try to suppress my grin and can feel my mouth curl into an awkward, stiff smile. As she comes closer to me, I keep looking away repeatedly. Her footsteps stop. She's standing barely more than an arm's reach away from me.
Haven't seen you around in this part of town, Salsa. Is this the gym you were telling me about yesterday?
Yeah, I guess.
I'm glad you think this is a nice area.
Did I say stuff like that yesterday? I was too wrapped up in my attempt to not look like a shut-in loser. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Wait, why does it matter what I think about it?
No reason.
I have a feeling she did something for us to get here.
Anyways, where were you headed before
I got petrified by her crazy gorgeous gaze? Yeah, she looks good. I was thinking about what my next task should be for today, yeah. And I saw you and...
Haha, I get it. I like to take a walk when I want to organize my thoughts. Maybe it could help you too. So why don't you come and walk with me to the music shop? You sort out your thoughts and I'll have some company on my journey. It's a win-win situation. You could tell me all about your plans, for example.
Man, this is somehow scary and tempting at the same time. If I don't go with her, there's no telling when I get a chance like this again. However, if I go, I could easily embarrass myself and guarantee that she won't want to associate with me. I feel like I'm going to regret this, but I'll go with you, Monika.
Okay.
She walks past me and turns back with an elegant little twirl. Then take the first step. What does that mean? What does she mean? This is one of those hints guys miss all the time? Probably.
I mean literally take this first step, otherwise we won't get anywhere.
Oh right, sorry. Off to a great start, Salsa. I avoid talking about my supposed plans for a while, but by throwing the ball back to her and asking about the things she's involved in. The only surprise I have regarding the list of things she does is that she actually has time for it all. The day is 24 hours for her too, right? How can she do so many things? Maybe she's, fixing the time to be able to do a lot of things. I don't know, I'm not sure, I'm just guessing here. Well, I'm not one to talk. If I achieve two important things on the same day, that's already a busy day for me. I need some water break. Still, I have to think about something to do next. She said I could walk her to the music shop, but after that she'd probably like to do her thing on her own terms. Plus, she asks me about what I'm going to do after this. I'm afraid stomping noobs is not going to cut it for an answer. Probably not. We arrive at what appears to be a music shop, but it seems to be closed with a note attached to the door. Monika walks closer and reads it.
Oh, that's a shame. They changed their opening schedule and they aren't open on Tuesdays anymore. Well, I assume you have to go and take care of your own business, so I don't want to keep you up. We gotta go on a date. We gotta go on a date. It's been nice talking to you. Wait a second, Monika. I could stay some more if you'd like. You're not thinking about skirting your responsibilities, are you? No, not at all. I thought it over while we were walking and I have some time to kill at the moment. Is that so? Let me quickly improvise a plan. This really reminds me of a little thing my dad likes to tell me. Improvise, adapt, overcome. I don't know where he got it from, but it's useful little reminder of me for me to not waver when facing new challenges. Here's an idea. If you aren't too tired after your workout, we could go for a long walk around town. Kinda felt bad about not going hard during my workout, but it seems like that wasn't such a bad thing after all. So I should take the first step, right? It's up to you, Salsar. When life comes knocking at your door, ignoring it is one option. I heard of life giving out lemons, but what does this knocking on my door one means? I don't want any lemons right now. Okay, let's go, I guess. We start walking on what appears to be a direction picked at random. She seems to know this area well, so I assume she also knows where we might end up. I'm relieved when our conversation trails off from sharing our plans and we talk about more basic things. Subjects in school, music, traveling, etc. That's the level of seriousness I'm comfortable with. She tells me she's been practicing some jazz piano songs. She also said that in a few weeks she'll be ready to present it to all of us. That good thing? Seeing her being so passionate about it makes me want to listen to how far ahead she is after working on it for months. Our focus shifts toward even less serious topics, and at this point we're just messing about, like we've been friends for a long time. Hey Salsa, wanna hear a joke? Sure, what do you got? Knock knock. Oh god, why did it have to be a knock knock joke? I heard more of them in my life than actual knocks on the door. Who's there? Just who? Just Monika. Oh boy. This mod is gonna take a turn. I have a feeling about it. I have such a both bad and good feeling about it. Oh boy. Is that supposed to be a reference to something, or is it simply a bad joke? Either way, I force myself to smile as to not offend her by keeping a poker face. Good one. Wanna hear a different kind of joke? Go ahead. I'm tempted to say me, but she probably considers me a joke already, so it would just come off as a statement of fact. Please don't get upset if I don't laugh afterwards. That's okay, I'm used to. My voice trails off as I catch myself before going off about my ineptness. I search my memory thoroughly and try to recall one of the few really good jokes Dad told me when I was younger. It won't be the same as when he told it to me, but it should be good enough. Okay, here's one. Once upon a time there was a millionaire who collected live alligators. He kept them in the pool in the back of his mansion. The millionaire also had a beautiful daughter who was single. One day the millionaire decides to throw a party. At the height of the event, he announces a competition and details the terms of it. My dear guests, I have a proposition to every man here. I will give $1 million or my daughter to the man who can swim across this pool full of alligators and emerge unharmed. To those brave few who would dare to try, come to the side of the pool. Several men came to the crowd and they started looking at the alligator ridden water in front of them. As the millionaire was playfully teasing them about looking like scared little boys, they heard the sound of a large splash in the pool. The guy was swimming with all his might and the crowd began to cheer him on. Finally he made it to the other side of the pool unharmed. The millionaire was impressed and he said, "That was incredible! Astonishing! I didn't think anyone would even dare to try." "Well, I must keep my end of the bargain. Take your pick, my daughter or the $1 million. The guy catches his breath, then says, "Listen, I don't care about the money. I don't care about your daughter. Just tell me who's the bastard that pushed me into the pool." That was really funny, Salsa. Yeah, my dad used to teach me jokes like these. It's a good way to break the ice, he said. He's got a point. Do you know if the man later accepted the rewards? No, it's just a joke. It ends there. I don't like it to overthink things. But perhaps there's more to it than you'd think. We can extract the lesson even from a simple story like this. From a joke. Are you joking? This is exactly what I've expected from Monika, trying to turn a joke into some philosophical discussion. If I don't pay attention, she might go off and try to define what the definition of is. It's not that complicated, really. Remember how the man didn't willingly jump in the pool? Although this is an extreme case, it is sometimes necessary for people to be pushed to action. Just like the man who swam across the pool, we can all achieve much more than we think. He was raging and vengeful, but ultimately the person who pushed him helped him to take on a seemingly impossible challenge. But he could have died. Yes, just as many other people who take on high-risk jobs. For example, soldiers, firefighters, etc. I hope if you find yourself in a situation or similar situation, you won't resent the person pushing you to your limits. Don't worry, I won't even get close to the pool if it's filled with alligators. She sweetly smiles at me without replying to me. She's gonna push us to the edge. The next few minutes pass in the silence as we walk down on a long street. The architecture on the buildings here show that they were built recently. They have a distinctly sophisticated feel to them. It must be upper class area. Are we gonna go home to Monika? We take a turn and we are now walking in a more quiet part of town. The silence between us starts to feel awkward, so I decide to speak up. Oh, we have a choice. Let's save. I'm not sure how much this will affect, really. Remaining choices too? What? What? Okay. Do you do anything simple for fun? Monika, something just occurred to me. Ever since I first saw you, there was always something important or useful you seemed to be doing. Organizing, writing, presenting, studying. It's like all you do is stuff other people would consider work or tiresome at the very least. So I was thinking, do you do anything just for fun? Oh, I am enjoying those things, Salsa. Well, most of them. But I guess you have a point. I don't usually talk about these things, but I've always been told by my family to spend my time in the most productive manner. If I wanted to play, I had to play a sport, solve a puzzle, practice my music or learn something new. It became a habit and now it's just comes to me without thinking about it. You literally spend every day working and studying. Okay, there is one thing we could call a guilty pleasure of mine. And that is... Might just sound mundane coming from me, but I like to watch TV and just shut out all the noise of the world from time to time. Although I don't do it very often, because it's kind of lonely watching it by myself. I'm 99% sure that wasn't a hint directed at... Oh, I'm 99% sure that wasn't a hint directed at me. Even if it was, I don't dare to suggest that I would volunteer in a heartbeat to watch TV with her. Now it's your turn to share your guilty pleasures. Would you like them ordered alphabetically or by category? Even if there are many, they can't be that bad. Yeah. Okay, here's one. I like to play visual novels. There, I said it. Don't worry, you're not alone. Although I dislike how the writers often rely on common stereotypes for the characters within. Do you play them too? Well, not really. It's more complicated than that. Oh, she's self-aware. She's self-aware. I mean, I call it right now. She... Oh boy. Look at her quizzically. Waiting for an explanation for her unusual answer. Give me some time to think it over. A minute passes, but she still hasn't said another word. I guess she just wanted to drop the subject. Oh, I can pick two choices in total. I see. We kind of talked about that. Didn't expect to be here. You know, Monika, I really didn't expect that I'd find myself here. This is sort of a big change from what I usually do. Not that I don't ever go outside. I can relate to that feeling, Salsar. The way things have been going lately are very new to me as well. Maybe I'm just so used to being in school that it feels like it's where I'm supposed to be. Thus, being anywhere else, my presence seems foreign. My presence? She describes herself like a character, you know. She's self-aware. But don't take it as me complaining. Things are turning out nicely so far, in my opinion. It's okay, I'm sure most of us feel out of place sometimes. I glance over at her and see her usual confident expression being replaced by something more somber as she walks with her eyes now looking down at the ground. Maybe I can lighten the mood with a relatable story about me. Even if she laughs at me instead of with me, it would be nice to cheer her up. Would you like to hear a story about me? Of course. Okay, now where should I start? This was in elementary school. I was a lot more shy back then. I read a lot of manga and sometimes even brought them to school with me. As you can imagine, it was all well and good until a fad came along and the kids around me wanted to talk about that all the time. It's not that I had a problem with that game, but after playing it a few times, it became really mundane to me. Reading new stories interested me a lot more. They even pestered me about me not joining them, telling me I'm acting like I'm thinking I'm better than them. It really wasn't that. I just wanted different things, and seeing that same thing things play out over and over in that game bored me to tears. I paused for a few seconds as I tried to think of a way to finish the story in a funny or interesting way, but Monika interrupts me before I can continue. That's a really nice story. You don't know how much I can relate to that. Boom. I have a feeling she's been going through this story, I mean the main game and everything, and this is kind of a reset, you know. She's kind of aware of all the routes. We can? Anyway, we can change the subject. Yeah, can we change the subject, please? Yeah, sure. We walk in silence once more. I look at Monika and see a determined look on her face. With every step she takes, confidence emanates from her. This whole situation makes me question what her motive could be for walking around with a guy like me. It's not like I'm that great or anything. Even the joke I told her wasn't something I came up with on my own. And just presenting things over other people made in my own way doesn't merit appreciation, right? Suddenly she speaks up with a soft voice, but without looking at me. Not far now. We're going home to her. Right? Oh. Monika keeps walking without another word, like she has her sights locked on her target. Maybe she wants to show me an interesting view of this place. She stops wordlessly and leans on the railing, looking over the calmly flowing river deep below us. I stand in the middle of the bridge and stare out over this water, gripping the railing with one hand. I hold my breath for a moment, letting out a shaky sigh. My eyes are closed and I can feel a light breeze brushing past my face. I'm reminded of the sensation of weightlessness. Oh, these are so many reminders of the exit music mod. And you might know what I refer to if you have watched or played it. Salsa? She suddenly calls out to me with an anxious tone in her voice. Yeah, Monika? Oh, you just seemed really somber for a minute. Got word you're going to start crying for some reason. Don't worry, I'm not like that. Glad to hear that. Let's hope you won't get a reason in the near future. Oh. What do you mean? Oh, nothing. Don't overthink it. Oh, I'm overthinking a lot right now. She has a point. I'm probably just imagining hidden meanings where there are none. I turn back to the river and enjoy the view a little more. We stand there silently for what feels like a couple of minutes. I'm going home, Salsa. Turn over to Monika and see that she's already taking steps in the direction we came from. What? She'll take us all the way here? And then just goes? Okay. Did we come here just for the view? Was I supposed to say something? Monika, wait! She slowly comes to a halt, turns to me halfway. I'm listening. Would you mind if I walked you home? Not at all. In fact, I'm glad you're taking the initiative. But before we go, I have to let you know I can't invite you in. You see, my dad is a very particular person. He even criticizes the girls I'm friends with. No wonder she's out of my league. She's probably being held to much higher standards than me. My disappointment is probably written all over my face. But I try to hide it by looking at the ground and away from Monika. Well, I can live with that. Shame. Well, she wanted us to maybe... take the first step, take the initiative, but still, when she say it like that, we don't want to barge in, just force her. Monika starts walking again and I hastily follow and catch up with her. I don't think she has a family. We take a similar path as we did before arriving at the bridge. After walking for a few minutes in silence, I try to reboot our conversation. So, Monika, did you often meet with your club members outside of school? I visit the girls from time to time. It wasn't mostly just Sayori. We met at a semi-regular basis. Apart from those individual meetings, or meetups, yesterday was the first time we all came together like this. I haven't heard a lot from Sayori in the last half year. And I'm glad she found such a good friend, She's fun to be around, isn't she? Well, that's not the main reason I visited her outside of our club meetings. You could say I was helping her out. So she has been helping Sayori with Sayori's depression. This mod really feels like the main game, but the only difference is, what if we were part of the club? All the things might still play out with, Sayori's depression, and Natsuki's abuse at home. Maybe not Yuri's cutting, just yet at least. Like studying together? No. Look, I think it would be better if you spoke to her about this, okay? As you wish. Trying to find another interesting topic, but nothing worthwhile comes to my mind. While I'm pondering what to say, Monika starts texting on her phone. I can't make out what she's writing, but I definitely saw Sayori's name on the screen at one point. Oh, she's messing up the world. She's editing. She's editing. Maybe. She stops in front of the gate of a beautiful modern-looking house. There's an awesome red Corvette parked in front of its garage. I always had a feeling Monika was out of my league. Now that feeling just quadrupled. Am I even allowed to be here? I'll see you another time, Salsa. Wait, before you go, I just wanted to ask something. Are you going to have another meetup in the near future? Funny you should mention it. I was just organizing one for tomorrow. Great. Same place, same time. Are you thinking of joining out of your own volition this time? Yeah, it was nice talking to you. I'm glad to hear that. Don't let anyone change your mind, though. I'll definitely be there, Monika. Alright, I hope you'll have a moderate amount of fun tomorrow. See you later. See you tomorrow. She looks over the side for a second before turning around. She opens the gate with a swift motion and walks to the front door with elegance in her every step. I realize that I've been staring at her when she turns around before entering her house. She gives me a half smile and puts her hand on her waist. I awkwardly wave at her and leave the high-class neighborhood. I hope she doesn't think I'm a creep for staring at her like that. Oh my god. I think this is a good place to end. I don't want to make the videos too... I wasn't prepared for the voice acting thing through there. Okay, let's just see. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Okay. We are getting ready for the day. No surprise there. Go through my morning routine. Coming back to my den, the sound of birds chirping outside greets me. Look out my window and the weather is beautiful this morning. Fresh air, a gentle breeze, fluffy white clouds. If I didn't see it every day, I'd say even the grass seems greener. Recalling yesterday's events, I remember Monika telling me about them having another meeting today. Would it be okay if I joined them? I have Sayori's number, so I'll text her and ask about it, just so I'm not coming unannounced. Yo Sayori, I heard you are having a meeting today as well. Would it be fine if I joined you all again? Her reply arrives a minute later. Yeah, see you at the same park, Salsar. Well, at least one of them doesn't mind being there. That's a good start, I guess. I wonder what the other girls will be like. Let's end it there. And I hope you liked it. I hope to see you in another part really soon. I love this game. I love this mod, and I have a bad feeling this game will turn out to be kinda dark, you know? I think it will turn out dark in the end. I think Monika is self-aware of the situation. But anyhow, tell me in the comments down below what you think so far. But never ever forget to stay awesome. Toodeloo!